Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back. Welcome back to a new show. Before we start the episode, I just want to thank everybody for subscribing. We're almost at 6 subscribers. 6 subscribers. Okay, so let's get right into it. We're going to talk about one of the biggest headliners these days for news outlets. It has to do with Lonzo Ball and his father and the new ZO2 shoe, basketball shoe, signature shoe, PE of the Baller brand, which is owned by the family or for the father. And just the controversy of it. Let's just get into it. All right, if you don't know who the family is, it is the Ball family. The Ball family includes the father, LaVar Ball, aka number 24, because he's better than Michael Jordan, according to him. The sons, the three sons, but we won't talk about the two sons right now, the two youngest ones. We'll talk about Lonzo Ball, and there's nothing bad to talk about this family. Let's get that straight. You'll even hear all kinds of outlets say all kinds of funny things about what is happening, but there's no negativity about it. If anything, it's encouragement and just controversy. So, Lonzo Ball, who's the oldest of them, plays for UCLA or played for UCLA and will be drafted into the NBA, hopefully drafted by the LA Lakers very, very soon. And him, yeah, I mean, before he was being drafted, we all kind of knew about Lonzo Ball, and we're making our predictions about who's going to be in the NBA. But then comes his papa, and Papa Ball says like all this different stuff that you shouldn't be saying before your son's going to get the NBA or during the NBA. I mean, he's going to be playing against big men in there. I mean, he's cutting these checks for his son. He's saying how he's better than Steph Curry, how the father is better than Michael Jordan one-on-one. Let's put that in there. All of this, I mean, there's just stories go on, and there's something different in the news. The thing that we enjoy about what his father is saying is he's defending his son, he's encouraging his son, and he's there for his son. Even though he might have a big mouth and might be showing this cockiness of how good his son is, and it's rubbing people the wrong way, a lot of people actually take that part as humor and side with them in a way. They instead of being angry about it, they'll make a meme about it and put the when his son was meant to win the UCLA the championship in the NCAA and didn't even get to the finals. We weren't being angry about the son. We weren't making fun of the son or in a bad way. A lot of people were just putting Michael Jordan tears on the father and different means of what he's saying. But at the end of the day, it was more of a joke than hatred, even though he keeps rubbing people the wrong way. Maybe it's because we can't take him too serious right now. Maybe it's because we actually like the son a lot, because he's very quiet compared to the father. He is super quiet. I've never heard a bad thing come out of this guy's mouth. In interviews, he just says, that's my father, and we all understand. If that's your father, that's family. We just ride with it. We just have to go with. He's just going with the punches. Hopefully, he doesn't take any abuse while in the NBA. But I think a lot of NBA players will understand, and his teammates, and I think a lot of NBA teams who are going to play against him and possibly draft him, Lakers, will also understand. But that's kind of irrelevant. That's just talking about the son. Let's get into the Baller brand ZO2 shoes. The ZO2. ZO2. The ZO2 of the Baller family brand. Man, what a shoe. What a thing, man. Okay, before we get into the ZO2 particularly, we have to note that many high-end prospects in getting into the NBA will eventually get a shoe deal right before the NBA starts. And that was what was going to happen to Lonzo. Him and his father supposedly went into a meeting with both Nike, Adidas, and Under Armour and I guess Lamar, the father, Papa Ball, we'll call him Papa Ball, he said some things that were more arrogant on his side of he wants things done the right way. He wants money this way. He wants his shoe this way. He didn't want to do a deal. He wanted to do more of a relationship. He wanted to keep his brand and go with them. But no one knows the exact details because none of these brands came out. So we're just gonna say that it didn't work out. At the end of the day, it just didn't work out because no one knows exactly what happened. We just know that something happened. He left that, and I mean, to credit them, they didn't make a big deal on Twitter. They didn't say we met with these. We were. I think people were expecting like a reaction from Papa Ball, like we met up with these brands and we didn't make a deal. F you, f you, f you. We'll do it. We're ballers. We'll do it our way. No, instead he was quiet and then randomly. I mean, I feel like this was already planned. I think he just wasted his time at the meetings because it seems like they had this prototype ready. Randomly, Lonzo Ball comes out with a commercial in the most monotone, unhappy. I mean, this guy was very unhappy to showcase his new ZO2 basketball PE shoe, signature shoe. And I mean, we just got to take a look at the shoe. The shoe looks like everything in the I think he got like inspired by the meetings because it looks like a Nike, half Adidas shoe in one. I'm trying to find where the Under Armour is, but the front area of the shoe looks like a Kobe Bryant, Kobe 8. I mean, like the translucent in the shape and it's just like it looks like a Nike Kobe 8 shoe. And the back is the biggest giveaway of Adidas because it looks like Boost. And if you don't know what Boost is this material technology that Adidas is using on almost every shoe they have right now. It was very popular for the Yeezys, Ultra Boost, and NMDs. I mean, you could just see all the boost, all this boost in the back, like painted boost on there. If you can't tell from my photos, you should be able to because I'm such an amazing artist. It's these little balls, like little pebbles, all across the midsole on the heel area, and in the front area of the toe area, it's got like a translucent bottom, and the shape kind of looks like a Kobe shoe in general. Even the tongue kind of looks like a Kobe. I mean, I don't blame him. Maybe he's inspired by Kobe, or I don't blame him or anything. Maybe he's inspired by Kobe and that's his favorite player and stuff. But I mean, it doesn't look like Lonzo was happy about this in the commercial, man. He didn't look happy to show the world what was happening. But I mean, the shoe is one thing. Now, to get to the shoe, you gotta press the website. So information on the website is they're doing a pre-order. They don't even have the shoe right now, and I don't blame them. I don't expect them to have the shoe. They're doing a pre-order. So in order to get the shoe, you gotta buy it now, and then it will be available, I believe, sometime in November. I believe that's before the NBA season. So this is a little funny because they're trying to be funny with the money. They're also selling slides. The thing is, these shoes aren't affordable, man. This is where everything went south. The shoes, the ZO2 shoes in a size 8 to 13.5 US is $495. $495. What the shit, man? What is that all about? And if you're Bigfoot, you would have to go for a size 14 to 15. And those are $695. $695. And say you want a piece of history and can't afford the shoes. You just want to get some big baller slides. Some sliding around. You want to slide like a big baller. The slides cost $220 US, man. $220 US. And if I'm gonna pay $220 for some slides by the Baller family, some ZO slides, why wouldn't I just pay less for some Gucci slides? And to make things worse, an unproven commodity. Someone we don't even know. We don't know what's gonna happen with Lonzo Ball. Let's be real. This guy could get injured for the rest of his life in the NBA. Hopefully not, because I do want to see how he plays. But he's selling also a shoe in an 8 to 13.5 where you can get a signature and it looks like a glass case for $995. $995. Come on, man. 995. And for your Bigfoots, if you really want the Bigfoot size and you want to get their signatures, $1,195. $1,195. What the shit, man? What is that? Seriously, man, what is that? I mean, I knew this was messed up because the price point is ridiculous. We all know that. And there might be a reason for the price point being this way. It's because Papa Ball might have to dig in his own pockets, and it's not cheap to make your own brand. But the problem with Papa Ball is he says, a kid will come up to him and be like, "Hey man, I want the ZO2s, Papa." And he will say, "You got 495?" And the kid will say, "Nope." And he'll say, "Well, then you're not a big baller." You are not a big baller. This tweet came out actually. You are not a big baller, man. If you ain't got 495 for some shoes, not Yeezys, not Jordans, not some Flyknit Eraser limited edition, not some Louboutins with high quality leather, you ain't a baller, man. If you don't buy the ZO2s from Lonzo Ball and Papa Ball, you ain't a baller. And that rubs a lot of people the wrong way, man. I mean, you just messed up there. But look, for the negatives, there's a positive. And I like what he did. Even though I don't like the price point, I like that he's not messing around with the big brands and he's doing something on his own. He's trying to put the big brands in his own way. And look, if this shoe actually sells a lot, and becomes a real brand, this could be revolutionary to clothing, to sports in general. He could be setting a blueprint for athletes who come out of college, trying to get into the NBA, maybe the NFL, maybe hockey, maybe soccer, football. I don't know where you're from, but you know what I mean. You know. This could be a big thing. He could be setting a blueprint for all these athletes. So that's the positive we see from this. But the negative is, man, the price point. Papa Ball, come on. You know the price point is messed up. And you know it's messed up because your recent public showing, the first time we've seen you in public since this commercial has come out, or the promotion of the ZO2, you were with your son, the youngest son with the crazy hair. I think his name is I don't want to get his small son, and you were with Lonzo at some sort of NBA game, and someone took a photo of you, and this photo kind of went viral because you guys aren't wearing some prototypes of the ball shoes, the Papa Ball shoes. You guys are wearing Jordans, and I think it looked like some Adidas. I mean, come on, Papa Ball. Where's the prototypes? You guys should be lacing these up and going around and wearing these bad boys. This is what it was all about. But maybe because the shoes aren't in yet. But that's it. That's all I have to pretty much say about that part. It could be a big thing. People are saying this is not going to sell. He's not going to make that much money off this. I think you guys are wrong. These are going to sell, and these are not going to sell like crazy, but there's going to be a lot of orders. And there's going to be a lot of orders because there's a lot of people who are very interested and curious to do reviews, to actually have these, to own these, to show support. It's not going to sell hundreds of thousands. I doubt that. But it's going to sell thousands. And he only needs to make $1,000 to make some decent profit and put some money in his pocket. You don't know what will be the next step after. We don't know what will be the next step after. But we'll see. Maybe the price point will go lower for his next shoe, the ZO2 version 2. You never know. That'll piss off a lot of people who shelled out $495. But I mean, You don't know. It's interesting. It's a cool thing to see. It's controversial. It's really funny at the same time. But we'll see. We'll get to see what's gonna happen next. Oh man, look, man, this is just too much sometimes. To this is there's a little issue I have with Papa Ball, and I don't know if his son is feeling the same way or just trying to hide it. But you know, we like that you're going this route, and I think I speak for many people. But you cost your son millions of dollars right from just an easy deal, and then see where it goes after with the deal. LeBron didn't come in. LeBron was much more proven than anyone else, even coming from high school. He didn't even come from college. He came straight from high school, and he didn't tell Nike this is how it's gonna be. He didn't even have his first signature shoe the first year. He had the Zoom generation, which was just pretty much, it wasn't his exact PE. It wasn't a LeBron, I would say, but it was a shoe focused with him exactly, for him. And you can't just demand things when you're making a deal. I mean, you're supposed to build this friendship. It's going to be a marriage possibly, and you can't just screw it up. And when you screw that up for your son, it kind of looks bad, and people will have a say. This is the thing. Your son is most likely going to be picked up by LA, hopefully by LA, because that's where he wants to be and that's where you guys are from. You don't want to screw that up, and I don't know if you will. You don't want to talk too much where, Magic Johnson of the Lakers is going to be like, nah, I can't have this controversy in my team. I'm trying to build a team. This team has been rubbish for the last 5, 6, 7 years. I'm trying to make them good again, and as good as your son may be, I can't have this sidetrack. But hopefully nothing will happen. He has been quiet prior to the draft, but it's been so much. It's been very spontaneous that it can happen anytime in the draft. He can just be like, "Yo, my son's the best #1 draft pick ever," and then you might cost your son a #1 draft pick because people don't want to deal with that. Your son might end up being a further down the line. He might end up in a totally different city, totally different side of the country from you guys, and it makes it more difficult. So I hope Lonzo Ball does well in the NBA. I'm so curious to see this shoe. Papa Ball, send me a shoe. I'll do a review. I mean, I'm trying to get these. I'm a good artist, but I want to see the real thing. Let me show everyone the real thing. Show me a prototype. Show me a retail pair. Hit me up, man. Come on, Papa Ball. That's pretty much all I gotta say. There's sides to this, and don't just listen to one side. I mean, it's a little funny, but just don't listen to one side. Just get ZO2, man. I'm out of here. Subscribe to me on my channel if you want. I'm 6 subscribers almost, and I'm trying to get to a milli. A milli, a milli, a milli, a milli. I'm a young millionaire, tougher than a millionaire. You get the point. Alright, you get the point, guys. Subscribe, like if you like if you dislike if you don't like. And I mean, I'm out of here, man. I'm on this YouTube scene, as I said. New videos all the time if I can. Which I will. There's no such thing as can. We're in the month of May, so I may do it, I may not, but I will. Peace.